I forgot about CSOSpectrum. Let's get to work. Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, players and watchers alike from all around the world? We are back on the CSO YouTube channel, casting some CSOSpectrum from the Validated Team League, aka VTL, between CSO and LCE. And we have a double edition today, so I hope you're hyped for some PvP, as this first game is going to be just that. Representing CSO Esports, spawning in the bottom left corner of Glittering Ashes, is going to be GGiovanna. And his opponent in the top right corner, representing LCE, is going to be Daryl. So it's a relatively high PvP. High MMR PvP, so I'm really curious what's going to happen over here. Actually, fun fact, I don't know if this is something that people are curious about, but actually my hyped casting was causing some noise issues. I've been getting an anonymous complaint, actually. So we'll try to keep it down, but can't promise anything. Luckily, I'm recording in the middle of the day, so trying to stick to that type of schedule. But back to the game. We see Daryl actually mining a lot of gas over here, so I'm curious what his build will be. Ooh, pulls a lot of probes on that single one. Losing a couple of mining, bit of mining time, couple of seconds of mining time. And we see both players having their second pylons at home. GGiovanna just now saturating the second gas. Of course, having plenty of money to do whatever he wants in the opening. And goes for the third pylon, of course. After the first units, it's going to be Stalker for both players as the first units, and we'll see what they will follow it up with. And of course, we'll see what the first tech unit is going to be. Ooh, and GGiovanna just takes out Daryl's probe. And now we see a potential pylon block. Oh, will this probe go down? That's a big question. And now we actually see in the production tab, we're not going to follow that chase. We see that the Stargate is going to be the option for Daryl. That's why he was mining a bit more gas. And we see the expansion coming out for GGiovanna and following up with Sentry. Of course, a really nice way to spend that accumulated gas. And 4 units on each side, I believe. Actually, no. Twilight and Forge is going to be the quick tech on the side of GGiovanna after getting 4 units, and I believe it's only 2 units on the side of Daryl, but then Oracle is on the way. Of course, Warp Gate is going to finish by the time this Oracle arrives on the other side of the map. So GGiovanna could just split the units accordingly. Is there any other follow-up? No. No additional oracles. It's going to be a Twilight Council on Daryl's side as well. Let's just follow this this little oracle over here. I'm really curious if it's going to manage to take... Oh, there's 2 stalkers in position. Really nicely done. 2 sentries in a relatively safe position, so the Oracle cannot take them out. That's kind of smart, not trying to be the hero and try to do DPS with them. I think takes out the probe. And it's going to get the Oracle, gets a revelation off before it goes down, so that's something. But of course you don't really want to lose your Oracle. And now managing to transfer some of these probes to the natural, Daryl will start to saturate his, while GGiovanna is almost saturated on the mineral side. Has shield battery in both sides in case Daryl decides to come for another Oracle run by. But of course that's not going to be the case, and GGiovanna's blink is halfway done, and 3/4 done on the +1 attack. You could just really do like a timing attack or something. There's also 2 additional gateways coming up for GGiovanna. What's the gate count on the other side? There's only 2 gates on the side of Daryl, and now GGiovanna's going to scout everything. Of course knows about the Stargate and knows that there's 2 additional gateways coming up. And if he paid attention, it's actually quite difficult to check it out. Oh, hold on. Oh, I barely missed this. So going for blink while going for a later dark shrine and 2 additional gates. So it's going to go up to, I believe, 6 gateways. And of course, GGiovanna's not going to be aware of this dark shrine. And it tries to push out, but of course there's a shield battery, there's battery overcharge. But there's 12 stalkers. 2 more are going to join up, and now these 10 stalkers can shoot one shot another one if they manage to synchronize their shots, and not even battery overcharge can save them. And now it takes out the shield battery, and this could be actually a really fast first game over here. And there's already 2 DTs on the side of Daryl. Oh, but he brings them home, and that's going to give GGiovanna enough time to put cannons, I believe. And now manages to realize that the DTs are in the wrong spot. Is there a robo on the side? Oh, there's a robo on the side of GGiovanna. And do we have an observer? No, no observer yet. Ooh, and now he's going to realize, but he has the observer and he can recall, I believe. He should have recall available, right? He has a 3rd base also incoming. Actually done. So, oh my goodness, that's painful. That's painful. Okay, I have no idea how GGiovanna is going to manage here. He puts down a cannon. And oh, maybe you should evacuate your probes. Maybe towards the 3rd as well. Let's see if GGiovanna is going to place cannon at the 3rd. But on the other side, GGiovanna has taken out the natural. And now Daryl is actually investing a lot in these DTs. He has an Oracle, he has 2 Zealots and 6 DTs. That's all his army, while GGiovanna has 2 Sentries and 21 Stalkers. And he actually could keep the ramp. Oh no, it's gonna go down. This is going to go down. But everything besides that is going to go down on the side of Daryl. Nicely done by GGiovanna. I think he spotted it. Oh, that was the biggest Artosis pylon ever! What the heck was that? Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize it. Well, actually there was 2 pylons. Because I remember Daryl putting the 2nd pylon there. The DTs are still struggling to clean up this natural, while GGiovanna is taking the actual main. And if he takes the main, then he's going to be able to reveal Daryl and see the last buildings. If this goes for a base race, then I don't know. I don't think Daryl can actually do anything about it. And now Daryl is not really paying attention, and he's going to not be aware of the cannons. Maybe the probes need to defend the cannon. Oh no, the cannon's gonna go down. I believe the cannon's gonna go down, but Daryl is actually revealed. And that means if GGiovanna just rushes... Oh, and he puts a pylon over here. But he has nothing to warp into. So this is going to be really interesting. Both players have money for a Nexus. But of course GGiovanna doesn't really need to have money for a Nexus, because he has all 3 Nexi. And now he's going to charge into this location and try to take out the buildings. And I believe that's going to be the end of it. I don't see any opportunity for Daryl to come back from this. He's only having 5 DTs and 2 probes on the map. This is not going to be enough. And Giovanna actually potentially realizes it. But what? There's no structures. Oh, hold on. We have one pylon and another one, but these are revealed as well. So, oh, this Nexus is not. It got cancelled, and instead he put a robo here. Oh, but this is going to be. Oh, this is such a cliche-like ending. And Daryl still has chance to put down. Oh, maybe. Oh, he barely manages to put down 2 pylons actually. Where's the other one? I'm trying to find the other one. Might be blind as well. Well, Daryl calls GG. What? Question mark? What does he mean by GG question mark? Oh, here's the last pylon. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This observer is gonna come out for sure. Oh no. Oh no. He needs to put one more down. He needs to put one more down, and he still has. Oh no, he's supply blocked. No. No observer is gonna come out after this, and oh, this is rather painful. You should go for the pylons. Daryl has money for a single additional pylon. Oh, but this is so painful. Giovanna's super supply blocked. It's not the worst until he has this Nexus. And what an ending to this first game. Wow. This is super interesting, not gonna lie. And we have the last pylon in the middle. And Giovanna's potential 5th location. And yeah, this game was over. Honestly, kind of BM to stay in the game on the side of Daryl. Having this many buildings and only 5 DTs, that was actually, yeah, it's over. And with that, Giovanna takes game number 1. Alright, welcome back to game number 2 of this evening's CSOSpectrum double edition. Once again, it's going to be your boy MAUZY casting this one. It's going to be a PVZ. And I believe this was the final game, so games 6 and 7, if I'm recalling correctly. Anyways, the map is going to be Blackburn, and spawning in the bottom right side, it's going to be the CSO representative, is Giovanna. And his opponent, spawning in the bottom left corner of Blackburn, representing LCE, it's going to be SrDiluc. Okay, so PVZ on old maps. Well, old maps, I guess new meta, something like that. And this is going to be a really interesting opening, because I believe this was a 12 pool, if I am not mistaken. And Giovanna's going to be aware that, yep, that's going to be 6 links. Was this an overdrone? I don't think so. Really weird. Sadly, I haven't paid. Oh no, hold on. I think this was only. What was this actually? I am not sure. But Giovanna is actually current boosting the Zealot, and he's walling off completely. So the good thing is, if you can squeeze out a Nexus against this. And since the hole is in a really interesting spot, oh, where the links get in, that is not great for GGiovanna. Not the greatest start, to be exact. And if this pylon falls, actually, it's going to be super hard. But GGiovanna has this out. Oh, and he might be able to fight with these probes. Did he have? Yeah, he has half of them, almost half of them, still mining. And closes the door over there. Shuts the door. And actually, we still have. Oh, it's only 2 links. Okay. So SrDiluc actually realizes. Oh, hold on. Did not close the door. Anyways, so Gio manages to defend this, and SrDiluc is always going to let 2 more links in. Wow. Okay, both games are going to be weird. Doesn't get this pylon. Oh, SrDiluc just fought so fiercely to get that single pylon and didn't manage to. And GGiovanna's going to check the gold base right away. I don't know if is GGiovanna. Yeah, GGiovanna's aware of that single hatchery, so maybe he thought this is going to be like quick 3 hatch, but that wouldn't make sense because there's not enough money. Maybe he just got caught up so much in this 12 pool defense. I guess it was a 12 pool, and I'm still not sure. So this quick pool defense that he really forget about. So he forgot about all the stuff over here, and he's going to take down 2 drones maybe. Oh, manages to take down a single drone. 3 in total. So 12 links and 3 drones fell. That means, if you want to be super correct, then you could say we take away 4 links, and you say it's like 7 drones in total, because 12 links could be 6 drones as well. And of course there's additional 10 links out on the map. And GGiovanna's in a really comfortable position, I believe, because he's ahead in workers. He has a natural, and now he can chrono boost probes out and go into a much more comfortable position economically. Warps into adepts. Of course, adepts are 2-shotting links, as well as probes and drones. What is this Overlord seeing? Not too much. So GGiovanna's going into pretty much everything, I guess. You can say that. Question is, which deck will he use? Okay, I thought I missed something, but this was only like a scout. So he should be aware of, yeah, he's aware of the gold base. And now War Prism. Okay. And Templar Archives. Is this going to be an Archon drop? It could be an Archon drop. Where's the Templar Archives? I believe this should be the one. Yep, there we go. And 2 more gates. So going up to 4 gates, that's going to allow him to make a lot of stuff happening. He has decent gas. He can morph 1 Archon. And he's going to do just that, I believe. Now SrDiluc is starting to saturate the mineral line on that gold base. He's not mining too much gas, I believe. He's mining off of 3 gases? Yeah, 3 gases. Okay, we have a Spore Crawler incoming, and this Oracle barely survives. Now we have these 2 Templars trapped over here, and the links are on attack onto that War Prism. They are following it, so it's gonna lead them straight home. The big disadvantage now that Giovanna has, or doesn't have pretty much, which is why this is a disadvantage, is that third base. But charge is coming up, and he can make a really, really extremely powerful two-base push. He stopped probing at 45, so that's two-base saturation plus 1. Now we see that Archon morphing, and we have Immortals on the way, so Charizard Archon Immortal is going to be the name of the game, but of course it's going to hit later. Especially since the game... Oh, it's actually trying to take the third base. It's going to cancel this pylon as well as get denied on the third base due to this overload dropping creep, pooping on site. Not nice. Not nice of that overlord. Have to admit it. I'll be the first to admit that one. As good old Harstem says most of the time. And we have Hydroden. I actually never looked closely this Hydroden. Trying to figure out what this is. Anyways, this overload is going to get denied without any issues. And oh my goodness, we have a lot of roaches. So we have a 17 army supply lead. Is it 17? Yeah, 17 army supply. Even more now on the side of SrDiluc. But of course I know that Protoss army sophistication can actually tank a lot of stuff, especially if this stasis ward is going to help out as well. Oh, what? Roach drop? Oh, something I've never seen actually since I played StarCraft, I believe. Really interesting choice. Oh, gets a lot of stalkers over there. And Giovanna is actually losing a couple of units, and there's a drop heading into his main. What is he going to do right now? He has a decent army here to push back these roaches. Oh, the bios! Oh! Gets even more units. And now the roach drop actually arrived. Oh, and now drops into the mineral line. And roaches start aggressing on this mineral line and the production and the tech. But Giovanna is actually pushing forward, trying to just destroy this remaining army at home of SrDiluc. Oh, the Oracle goes down, so that's potentially bad. No stasis traps. But these roaches are actually doing massive damage over here. Giovanna finally warps in at home. Oh, he has a shield battery, so it pulls the probes, pulls the boys as well. And now Giovanna could actually turn it back, turn it over. We still have a couple of, well, actually, literally a couple only roaches. And there's a lot of sophistication, 2 Immortals, 2 Archons in this Protoss army, so Giovanna is in a commanding lead, I believe, and takes the gold as well. Potentially saturated already. Yes, it is. Upgrade-wise, there's no attack or carapace upgrades on the side of SrDiluc, and there's +1 ground attack upgrade for Giovanna, which is actually really good. Helps those zealots to deal easier and do some more damage. And of course, the Immortals and Archons are going to hit even more on top of those roaches. It's going to be a big punch. And now the Broodling flank, well, that did not do too much. Now maybe this Immortal is going to go down. A couple of zealots are more warped in to come here and tank for these Archons and Immortals. There's 2 Stalkers which are not bad, but yeah. Now we see a interesting bracket, and GG is called. Giovanna wins the second game as well, and thus granting CSO Esports their win in VTL. Alright, that's going to be for this Friday. Season 1 of Spectrum is going to end really soon. If you have any suggestions for CSO Spectrum, like continuing, but with new maps, without any, well, basically any break or anything. If you want that, we can probably arrange it. If you have any other ideas, then of course don't forget to share them in the comments. Huge shout out to CSO Esports, of course, as usual. Really huge thanks for supporting me as a content creator and the caster. Also, thank you for all of you who are sending in replays to Spectrum or CSOSpectrum. It means a lot, trusting me to cast them. I'm really happy to do so. So that's going to be it. This was MAUZY, and on behalf of myself and CSO Esports, I wish you nothing but the best. Cheers!